Nothing worth having comes easy. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we got going on today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Still range bound, right? Still hanging out between 9,000, 10,000, coming in 9.3 today. Seen this before, right? This happens to Bitcoin. It gets range bound. When this happens, it seems like we get a little bit of play with the altcoins because, hey, there's a lot of people out there that are speculating on cryptocurrency, trying to make money, trying to stay at home, trying not to get caught in that 9 to 5 rat race. And that's great, you know. Let everybody do their own thing. I don't have a problem with it. But it's that I don't like when things get distracted from the main problem here. And that's that the main reason that Bitcoin was created, the main reason that it's going to have value in the future is because there's a problem with fiat cash. And besides the fact that it's there to benefit the people at the top and manipulate the people at the bottom, they just print it. It's backed by nothing. Every country has their own money, right? And now at this exact moment, we see the U.S. printing tons of money. Well, eventually someone's going to have to pay here. And yeah, a lot of us are secretly like, yes, keep it printing. Let's go, because this is why Bitcoin's going to go to the moon. We see people protesting. We see turbulence, right, in society. This isn't our grandfather's generation of, you know, making America great. I don't know what's going to happen to our next generation. I don't know what's going to happen with our finances. I don't know what's going to happen with the virus, right? But I do know that our future is digital. I know that Satoshi Nakamoto was looking at the best interests of everybody when he designed a decentralized currency that's designed for peer-to-peer transaction. Yes, there's hedge funds and institutional investors and ETFs on the possible horizon and all kinds of crazy stuff like that that have to do with institutional money, which is the old archaic system. Not the way that we're trying to design money in the future. But how do we get it there? How do we get this digital currency that Satoshi made and that we have millions, possibly even hundreds of millions of people every minute of every day transacting in it, running nodes, mining, validating blocks, working on improvement protocols, scouring through it to do blockchain analysis to see who's doing illegal transactions, right? Millions of people every minute are making this currency have value because their lives are dedicated to it. I'm dedicating part of my life. I try to get out here as often as I possibly can. I don't think the dollar bill does anyone any favors. I don't think I could sit down in one session on YouTube, as long as they'd let me stream, and tell you every problem there is with the dollar bill. Or I could sit here just as long and tell you every good reason about Bitcoin. But eagerly waiting on the sideline over here in her beautiful t-shirt and yoga pants, we have my lovely co-host, Sammy.
Good evening, everyone.
So how you feeling, Samantha?
The same as always.
Same as always. You're not enjoying the gift?
I am always enjoying the gift. I am never worried.
So, should we tell everyone the bad news? We forgot bug spray again. So Samantha's going to be bouncing around back there as she tends to do when we forget it, because I can see her already dancing, itching at her ankles.
I'm trying to not do things and stuff, and it is hard.
Yeah.
I know.
We even went to Walmart today, too.
I know, but it was so horrible, and it was one of the face mask wearing ones. So then it's all like, I don't want to be in here.
I don't want to be in here.
So then we didn't do it. Yep. That's what happened. I think we even like passed on it. I was like, don't we need? And you were like, no, we are already to the checkout. Like, does not matter. I don't care what you're pointing at. And it was bug spray.
So, do we have anybody in the chat, or am I out here doing that thing where I'm ranting about Bitcoin and this magical internet currency that's derived from the blockchain, which keeps us all honest, right? Because we can see where every Bitcoin is, every Satoshi. We can see every transaction. Your identity is just a pseudo anonymity, right? They do track it, especially with all the KYC they have out there. Every time you got any dealing with a third party, you know they're turning it in to some company that will funnel it through to Chainalysis, which is working constantly with the government.
We have Paul Rouleau. He says, good evening and happy Father's Day.
I know that I can count on you. Yes, happy Father's Day, my friends. I hope you guys are enjoying this Sunday with your family. Right? I mean, that's always what's important. The real wealth cannot be purchased.
Micah, your brother, is here.
Of course, Micah, brother, man. Thanks for coming out and supporting the channel. Remember hitting the thumbs up, you guys. It really helps. It puts us in that side algorithm. So YouTube, lets everyone know that we're a good show and that they should come watch us and support us.
I mean, Zaza's here. So obviously.
Zaza, man, I was wearing your mask earlier today. Still can't thank you.
We had to
in the
wear.
Walmart. Can't thank you enough for those. Such a big help, man. And then I'm out there representing, right? Supporting the cause, fighting the good fight.
Right. I mean, and now it's like, I don't know. I've went into so many places and now the girl compliment is, oh my God, I like your face mask. So just wait.
Yes, I am starting to see that now that it's been a while. Everybody is starting to get very
artsy fartsy. Oh yes,
specialized face. I don't know. I'm saying that if this is going to have to be a constant, I'm just going to go all out, get the full face mask, 2 freaking little breathers.
I'm gonna go the other way and like princess veil, like like the mosquito netting, but like glittery. There's gonna be lots of stuff going on.
I'm thinking lights on the inside.
Well, of course, right? How else are you gonna?
Yeah. I mean, I press a button or something.
Right,
talks. Right. Hello out there. Can you all hear me clearly?
Well, then I have to defog. Yep. Dark Vader it.
I mean, if we're going to be ridiculous, let's be ridiculous.
Well, I mean, then you definitely know you're not walking through a corona cloud. I mean, there you go.
So what do you guys thought on Bitcoin? I mean, I know that we're range bound out there, seeing a little bit slide backwards. People all over the place with the price. Got like practically crap for news, it seems like, as of lately.
Yeah, that was kind of depressing. It's like, wait, we haven't been out for like 4 days and there is like nothing. Well,
it's not never nothing. It's just nothing of any real interest. But this is usually what happens. Like this is how they suppress the price of Bitcoin. If you got your tinfoil hat on, we are coming in closer to the end of the month. We are going to be looking at futures contracts expiring soon. So hey, got to manipulate it somehow.
Oh, Zaza likes our face masks idea. Okay, so I'm thinking like the little girl, like, Princess Canopy, like just in face mask form, and you're thinking like
CDC control, like just busted in the room. Yeah.
Dark Vaderness. Ma'am, please stand away from the door. Do not touch that. Yeah. I gotcha. Well, I guess that speaks to our personalities because you would be the one who would be Lysoling people down.
So, as we continue to move forward here, Samantha.
Oh, we're stuck in a perpetual loop. 2020 is it is the Twilight Zone. We're never getting out of this.
I don't know. They keep talking about the numbers. The numbers are going up quickly here in Florida by the day.
Oh, yeah, no, that's, it is ridiculous. It is stupid at like lots and lots of places because we are so open and there are no phases or whatever. They're shutting down, like personally on their own to try to help it. So that's kind of cool. I mean, we still have our state parks and our beaches, which is at least nice.
Well, I know that we got our vacation coming up here soon.
We do.
So, DeFi. Did you hear Ivan this morning talking about it?
I've heard Ivan for the last 2 weeks straight about DeFi.
I know. It's like, couldn't you expect there to be problems? It's always something, right? That first they had the liquidity problem, and now I didn't even catch half of it because I think I was busy trying to make breakfast. It was, what was it that they're leveraging and then switching back, or
Oh, for the love of God! I even listened to him. No, it's gone.
it's
It is
gone.
gone.
So we don't
It
even
is-
know.
It is
Just
super
more
gone.
problems with DeFi, right?
More problems.
But this is to be expected, though, right? I mean, until they figure it all out. I mean, this is the problem with Ethereum. This was the problem in the beginning with the smart contracts. That's how there's been millions of dollars worth of Ethereum that have been lost and locked. And I mean, it is the whole run at it until it works. I mean, that's fine. I just, I'm not one to go invest my money in a situation, but they say high risk, high reward, right? So, I mean, if you're looking at a guaranteed wink, wink, 7%.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we're not gambling people. We're not gonna. I mean, I'd want the hot meal over the $10 scratcher. Like, that's for sure. Like, sold. Like, yes. Like, I don't know. It is. I'm not saying it's wrong because I mean we've known many people. Thanks to emails and what I mean. Yes, this works. They've done this. We've known lots of. It just doesn't work for us. Like every single time we have ever been like, yeah, let's try. No.
Well, I mean, I guess, where I always came to the decision or the problem, I guess, is that there's no real exit. If I'm looking for the long game here because I still believe in the ideal of a liberal future where my money is mine and people get to be people, and it's not this oppressive, we have to go to work 40, 50 hours a week to support the man so that we can barely survive, and then we're going to be living constantly in debt for our house and our car and our insurances and all of these other things.
I mean, that sounds like what, yeah, that's the plan. Hello. Renaissance Novice is here. He made it.
Yeah, but see, when you sell out and you have no Bitcoin, then how are you part of the plan?
That is a good point.
Well, it's like, oh, I'm just going to sit around and wait and hope that the price, I'm going to hope that my plan fails so that I can buy back in. I'm going to hope that people lose interest in the plan because it is all the same plan, right? And this is where I get confused sometimes, is that the only way Bitcoin really succeeds is through the failure of fiat.
Yes, and that is a very scary area because I mean that's when the shit is supposed to be hitting the fan type. I mean, so yes, the only way that Bitcoin works is the downfall of society as we know it, and I don't know what the financial after the apocalypticness of it would be. Now, is it this? Is it 2 years from now? Is it 20?
The other thought that I had is that there is the option of embracing that the countries, governments eventually come to embrace Bitcoin and they see it as a equal form of currency. I mean, we've all doubted it, right? We all believe in the regulations.
Well, everybody was scared. China was trying to do it forever, then Korea, but yes. If some country actually decided to.
So yeah, Bitcoin's the same. It's all the great, we're not going to tax it.
We got some. We'll take yours.
Stores,
yep.
Right?
You can. Yep. I mean,
it would definitely increase the value of it, which is what a lot of people would like. But adoption, right? It would definitely help with adoption.
I mean,
we got people talking about ETFs again. I mean, and people keep talking about that this would help solidify it. If an ETF happens, and people are going to have to accept this as a real hard asset and not just as some magical internet money that is slowly working its way in traditional systems, but people are only owning 1 or 2% of it. So it's not really, it's kind of a gamble, grunts and faces, Samantha don't
my head. I think they can hear the grunt.
So what do we got in the chat? What are you guys thinking tonight? Give us some topics. Tell us what you're thinking. I don't really got a whole lot out here. I mean, we just definitely wanted to get out here. You guys know the best part of our lives is hanging out with you guys, right? Talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, talking about the world events that are happening at hand and how we're trying to get through them together. Because really, remember, at the end, we're all just trying to find a way through this, right?
We're all in this together. I don't know
we
if
could do
that's
it.
copyrighted and paid for monetizing, but whatever. Uh-huh.
I mean, we could all do away with money at some point in the future if we all decided to just work together, right?
Mm-hmm. If you take my chickens and I get a apple, I don't even know. See? But if we work this out, it would work.
I don't know if it's necessarily an ideal of working it out. It's that all of a sudden everybody has to start having this ideal or a sense of, I don't need so much. You know, the consumerism that is driven into people from birth in America, and I'm assuming the rest of the world, is that I'm only happy unless I'm consuming something, like, you know, out buying something, planning on buying something, looking forward to getting my paycheck to go buy something. But it's short lived. You know, people buy stuff, and how many people have garages full of things they've only used a couple times? Well,
Did you need it?
yeah. Did you need it? Was it really what it was? I mean, the real things that should make you happy come from the relationships you have with the people around you. And you guys, our relationship with our friends on the internet here.
And the amount of Bitcoin you hold. All right. Paul Rouleau says that he is returning 2020 for a full refund, and I will take my payment in Bitcoin. Please.
And then there might be a 20% restocking fee on 2020.
I don't care, man. You can fucking have it back, okay? I think everybody is getting, I mean, it is getting a little old. It is the learning curve of like the century.
I don't know. I mean, it is definitely that everyone needs to come to an agreement on what we're doing about these stupid masks. Like, I think that this is the most absurd part about it, is that we have people that are like die hardcore. You must wear a mask. Everyone else must wear a mask. And there's some people saying, don't worry about it. Like, let's just try to go back to being normal.
Yes, and they're saying that, I mean, if you go out and protest, you might be killing, people amongst yourselves because of viruses, or you may not, or you could be this, or you could, it's like, okay, yeah, we all just need to get on the same page because it is getting really annoying. It is like walking into like the privately owned like Ace or whatever, and it's all like, what do you mean you don't have a hammer section? Like, everybody's been there, okay, where you're like, no, this is not how it's, no, yeah, this is not how it's supposed to be. I don't care. Oh, Bitcoin trading.
Bitcoin
Says,
Jake, buddy.
No, Bitcoin trading.
Oh,
Sorry.
Bitcoin trading.
Yes. Says, cut a live stream. Yay.
Yay. Nice. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. As always, we appreciate your questions, comments, all that good stuff. We're about interaction. That's why Samantha's here, bringing it, bringing the show to life, bringing your voice out here. As always, there's a link down below to my email address. I have a free email help desk. I'm trying to help new people. I've been doing it for quite a while, we've been out here for 3 years now.
Oh, yeah. Maybe a little more. I try not to think about it. Just like I try not to think about my age, okay?
So what else have we got? We got some more good news. The bus is coming along quite nicely. It's back from the mechanic.
Yep.
Right?
It is working.
It's over there.
He is sanding the crap out of it.
Yep. I pulled the radiator out of it because I didn't like the way that it looked when I opened it up, and I'm just ordered another one because I don't want it to bust down somewhere. It looked like there was a small leak in the side. I figure safe than sorry because I don't want to be in like Arkansas or something crazy and have the radiator blow.
The bus is now his baby. His big, gigantic diesel baby.
Well, because we're looking for a wench for it now.
Everything. It's like, oh, do you know that the bus could use this? Oh, how much is it for that for the bus? Could we do this to the bus?
I also started trying to price a Bitcoin decal for the back of it.
Ooh.
I'm thinking like at least 2.5 feet to 3 feet.
I mean, it's
I don't know.
decent bus.
How big is this? Is this 3 feet?
Yeah.
I'm thinking at least 3 feet.
Maybe that might be 4. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's somewhere in that, like, right, like, 8-year-old
in the back.
Yeah,
on
like
both sides.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. What do you got in the chat? Anything at all, Samantha? I gave them a moment to pile up the questions. Let us know what they're thinking.
No.
No. Is that how we're gonna roll tonight? So what else did we hear everyone else talking about? I mean, I didn't see any crypto zombie the last couple of days. Did you?
I haven't. I don't think so. I don't know, man. Okay, it's been hot. It's been
It has
busy.
been hot down here.
I'm trying to think, and my brain is not saying, like, I don't remember.
See,
saying
and
that.
that's the problem. That's what happens when Bitcoin gets range bound. It's like
It's so
the
hard.
news gets stagnant, things happen, and it's like that's why people always start to believe that it's going to drop out the bottom, right? Because usually after we stay range bound for a while, everyone's like, "Oh, the price is going to go down." They start getting real bearish, but we're due for the breakout, right? We didn't get any minor death spirals. We still have large number of whale addresses on the increase, right? 2% we talked about the other day. We still see Grayscale out there collecting large numbers. We see that the blocks are producing only 6.25 like they're supposed to. So it will even out. We will see an increase. Bitcoin can't stay range bound forever. I mean, it's just that what? We're talking the $100,000. How do we get there? Adoption. Collapse of the dollar bill. I'd like to see adoption. So that means hard work, right? And nothing worth having comes easy. So it's just a matter of, I hate being like that guy. Don't just sit there and trade Bitcoin, right? And hoping for it to go up and down. Preach about it. Tell everyone it's great. Show them the decentralization of them. Show them how they gain power by holding their private keys. Because, yeah, it's okay to make a few dollars. That's all good, right? When you're trading Bitcoin. But the ideal of turning someone else onto Bitcoin and turning multiple people onto Bitcoin,
All right.
it'll do more for you and more for everyone in the long run.
Bitcoin Trading asks, just a Bitcoin QR code for donations? Yes. Yes, that's all we have, right?
No, I don't actually have any donational addresses down there right now. This year with the virus, they shut down all of the music festivals. So we're not going to be getting out there usually because we're not for profit. Any money that or Bitcoin that we come up with around here goes back into us getting out there and trying to, tell everyone about Bitcoin and how great it is and how they need to get involved. So usually we go to electric music festivals. Usually we pass out Bitcoin flyers. That's the point. That's why we were talking about the bus, because the bus is our newest adventure into being able to go to the electric music festivals.
That's what he was saying. He says on the bus, you need a Bitcoin QR code.
Oh, yes. That's
what mind blowing. Yep, I'm sorry. Yeah. And this is what happens when you get me reading your stuff. Yep. All right. So Paul Rouleau says all aboard the Bitcoin bus. See, okay. See, so everybody likes the Bitcoin bus. And yes, we should have a QR code.
Yes, that's probably a really good idea. I didn't think about the QR code.
I know. We put it on paper. We put it on all the flyers. We put it on everything else. Why wouldn't you put it? I mean, right? What?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that I wanted to get Bitcoin, and I was thinking about how I have that one Bitcoin that I'd already mocked up that says with Bitcoin everything changes. Yes. I was thinking about using that same exact one with the print already.
Oh, right.
Because
I
it's
like
the same one I have it on
the one with the goldfish.
Right, and we have it on the flyers that we passed out already and a few other of the videos that I had made. So it's been an ongoing Bitcoin logo for us.
Oh, well, we could put almost anything as the QR. Like, yeah, what? It could do thingies or addresses. Okay. I'm thinking. All right. Client is here. He says, when people walk through the streets with a sign printed, the apocalypse is near on the front and buy Bitcoin on the back, we are close to mass adoption, I think. Man, I will do that right now, bro. Except mine will say the end is nigh.
I mean, for people are always saying things are going to change, right? Every generation thinks that their generation is going to be the generation or the last generation. Like, oh, the world's going to collapse. How many preppers, right? How many revolutionaries? So I don't know if I want to say we're going to be the one that does it, right? But we have Bitcoin, right? It came out for a reason. Satoshi 10 years ago started this plane's engine, and it's been flying ever since. So I just feel the more they tighten their restraint on us as people, society, the more these protests, the more that Bitcoin, the more that these tools that we've been developing for, 100 years, they're going to all come out. They're all going to be used by society to bring us what we need, which is people in charge that care about us, people in charge that are willing to look out for us, people that aren't looking to be able to sit back and be the fat cats or whatever, be close to the printing press and turn it on for them and them friends. Well, we see a lot of people out there, struggling to survive.
All right. Renaissance Novice says, what would happen?
Renaissance Novice, nice to see you out here, my friend. Always, he came and joined us from one of the other minds. Yes. Always check out the other social media platforms. I'm never downing them. It's just that viewers, right? You guys already see we don't have a ton of viewers. So the other platforms, though, they're great. I'm still messing around with Voice, which is EOS's. I haven't really been posting to it. But, of course, they give out 100 tokens daily just for being a member and, like, looking at profiles and stuff on there. Doesn't hurt.
All right. So he asked, what would happen to crypto if China, North Korea decide to start something in Asia? Price up, price down, adoption, shake loose? What do you think? Do you think that China's and North Korea's have enough of somethings to do things?
Well, okay, let's see. Since we've started in crypto, Chinese mining is way down from what it used to be, right? So they really wouldn't have much control there. Would it be, I think it could possibly be a situation of at first the price was suppressed, but then in the overall long-term effect, it started bringing value to Bitcoin. Because you always see the market do the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's like whenever, like, I don't know, like if the stock market crashes, Bitcoin will crash with it too, because no one knows what to do. And it's like, really, no, it should be going the other way. Give it 2 days and watch and see what happens. Everyone's like, oh, wow, I don't know what we're doing down here. The stock market just crashed and Bitcoin's the only asset we have that's not really correlated. Why is it this price?
PTC Moon guy. Hello. He says, yo, Bitcoiners.
Awesome. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. We're just ranting and raving out here, hanging out, talking about Bitcoin, drinking cups of coffee.
Satoshi James is here.
Hello. Not spreading the virus because it's digital.
And Bitcoin Trading says, all music buskers. Ooh. Okay. Should also have a donation QR code. So we should have a QR code on our bus.
Yes.
These are the rules.
The rules.
Should.
Yeah, we can probably do one. Probably put it right in the back somewhere.
I'm just seeing more things I get to stick on the bus. I love stickers. Vinyl is like the best stickers ever. All right. Bitcoin Trading says, I bet we have a population explosion because everybody is trapped at home and we go to 7.5 billion to 11 billion in 1 year. Oh, yeah. The quarantine boom,
I was already saying stuff like that because they're
lockdown babies. Yes.
Lockdown babies. Smith, I love how you got a name for everything instantly.
No, there's a few of them that float around for those couple nanoseconds. It's like the balls that you put the quarters in and you get the toy. Yeah, it could be anything. All right.
Is that it?
That is
all right. Well, if you guys don't really got much more to talk about, I think we'll go ahead and start winding down this episode.
Okay.
Have you had a good time out here this evening, Samantha?
Of course.
Well, I've had a great time too, hanging out with you guys. As always, there's a couple other social media platforms that I post, that this video is about to come out to, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes beforehand. It's a great way to be able to get the notification if you didn't hit the notification bell down below. Or for some reason, YouTube likes to pull that hinky stuff and they pull our channel or they pull our video. You'll be able to know what's going on because we'll get on there and we'll say, hey guys, we're going to do a new channel here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And you guys won't be sitting there waiting for a notification for something that's never going to happen.
Good point.
Yeah, because that's where that usually ends up happening.
Also, every once in a while, go back and check your little thingies because YouTube also likes to turn off lots of things for no reason, just because. So if you haven't touched our bell recently, you might want to try.
If you
just in
haven't
case.
touched our bell.
Yeah, apparently, whatever.
Samantha wants everyone's touching her bell.
No.
Okay, then.
No.
Well, I do appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with us this evening. Is there any more in the chat? Anything at all?
Nope, we are good.
Anything? All right, guys. It's been great. It's been a pleasure. I can't wait to see you guys out here again. Hopefully, Bitcoin won't be so range bound. Hopefully, we'll have broken above that 10K level. But if not, don't get disappointed. Don't sell your Bitcoin. Remember, the future's just around the corner. Tomorrow's promised to no one. And keep that BTC safe. Later.
Bye, guys.